Okay, guys, thanks for joining us here in the Charts Crypto Flight Edition. Fellow compadre speaking. Short video on the Bitcoin price. We're going to take a look at my Bitcoin buy range and see how it's aging so far. We're going to revisit the daily fluctuations that we were following. We're going to pull up the 50 and the 200 exponential moving average. We're also going to take a sneak peek at the monthly MACD cross. This is kind of be a long video, so stick around to the end, but I'll condense it as much as I can. So welcome back, loyal family. If you're new here, we only explore price action. Welcome in all of our new subscribers. Let's go ahead and dive right into the charts here. Sure. All right, so today's February the 5th, 2022, and the current price of Bitcoin, $41,630.49, slightly positive 0.1% for the day. Okay. All right, hope you guys are doing well. Let's start with the daily fluctuations that we were following on the chart. Okay, so here we are, daily candles, okay? So I know many of you remember us simply looking for the lower lows and lower highs, all right? And then when the market moved up, we did post a video saying that it is in no man's land before the market moved lower, okay? But here's the important part, guys, because we always explore this on the channel. Look for higher highs and higher lows for an uptrend and vice versa for a downtrend. And remember, the follow-through level was very specific with a specific time frame. Hopefully, I'll leave a link for that video. The sellers had to make a move and follow through. The red line, the follow-through level is simply $35,000, okay? They failed. And once the buyers realized that the sellers did not have enough momentum to follow through to the downside, right? They took full advantage of that opportunity and ripped this price to the upside. $41,500 right at the previous level of support, guys. When we go over these videos, I'm not doing anything spectacular. The only thing that I'm doing is zooming out, looking for the previous level of support, previous level of resistance, and just keeping it super simple. Once you have a very basic understanding of like kind of finding the levels by simply looking at the candles bodies, right? The candles bodies as a previous level of support, the 41.5 level. I'm no magician, right? Did I say that right? I'm not sure, but I'm no magical person trying to find like these levels, guys. It's very clear to see on the charts when you're looking at the candles bodies, okay? That's how I got the 41.5K level as Bitcoin is teetering near that level right now, guys. I didn't want to make this a long video, so here's what we'll do. One may ask, okay, dude, just tell me what do I look for next? Stop rambling. All right, so here's what you do. You take that 41.5 level and just pull it down. Daily candles, remember the candles bodies, okay? Pull it down to that level right there. So essentially what you're going to look for is if the buyers are here to stay and they're going to continue the momentum to the upside, 38.7. That is the previous level of resistance. I'll do a really quick demonstration for you. Down, up, bounce off 41.5, down, broke below that level all the way to 35,000, up, lower high, resistance, 38.7, down, higher low, which is what we look for in order to find some sort of turnaround or the start of an uptrend. Okay, higher low, rip to the upside, break through the 38.7 level. So now if the buyers are here and they're going to maintain this thrust to the upside, the only thing the buyers need to do, even if it doesn't even come close to this level at about 38.7, this is the buyer's obligation, is to maintain support above the previous level of resistance to muscle up some more momentum to make a new high, which is at about $44,000. But don't overcomplicate it. Don't worry about 44,000. The only thing that you should be keep on your chart right now is, I guess, the most important level for the buyers to protect in order for the market to move higher is 38.7. Okay, let's move on over. We're going to erase everything and start fresh. Let's pull up the 250 exponential moving averages on the daily candles as Bitcoin is still in a technical, don't shoot the messenger, bear market, okay, because the 50, the green line, has crossed below the red line. The green line is a 50 exponential. The red line is a 200 exponential moving average. Now, the way that you understand whether or not the Bitcoin bear market will continue is you look for the first thing, which is the 50 exponential moving average. What you want to see is daily candles closing above the 50 exponential moving average And that will be an indication that the buyers are attempting to reverse this bear market back into a bull market. Okay. And that would essentially be the price action. Again, just kind of breaking above, just closing above that 50 exponential for starters. Okay. Consolidating preferably. And then closing above the 200 exponential moving average. This is not arbitrary, guys. This is very specific, because what happens at that point is if the price action starts to break above these, I'm going to call them barriers for now, but if they start closing above the moving averages, the 50 and the 200, what happens is if the price manages to close above the 200 and start to move higher, what happens is the moving averages start to turn, right? They start to gravitate in the direction of the price action. Right now, the price action is below both moving averages, but if the gestures that you're seeing on the screen, right, the price action starts to close above the 200 exponential moving average and starts to move higher, naturally the moving averages start to do the same. They start to curl in the direction of the price action. Okay, hopefully that explanation is good for everyone to understand. If you're looking at the screen, this is the exact gestures that you want to see in order for Bitcoin to start to attempt to get out of this bear market. Okay, it will officially, well, not officially, it will start to show signs that it is trying to get out of this bear market when the green line crosses back above the red line. Okay, 50 cross back above the 200 exponential moving averages. All right. So we spent a lot of time on that. Let's move on over to the next segment, and then we'll close things out. And that's going to be the monthly MACD cross down. Now, many of you have watched our previous video about the Bitcoin monthly MACD cross down. Let's pull up the monthly candles here. We do have a check mark for number one. Hopefully I left a link for the video if you guys are just joining us. But it's really simple. We actually found this setup here with the Bitcoin Sellers Monthly Blueprint. So remember, if either of these, 1 through 4 does not take place, this simply means that the Bitcoin sellers are failing to repeat the gestures that happened in the past as the monthly MACD cross down happened. If you're looking at the lower portion of your screen, there's 4 things that happen. 3 things that happen after the monthly MACD crosses down. Okay, so we do have a check mark for the monthly MACD cross down. As you can see, clear as crystal on the screen here, the monthly MACD has pretty much officially crossed down. Can it uncross? It's never happened in history. We're only going by 2 reference points. So let's see if history can, let's see if something can happen as an alternative to what has happened 2 times in the past that we were able to verify. But let's go ahead and close it out here, guys. I want to show you guys something on the 3-day, not necessarily 3-day candles, but since we are in the midst of the potential monthly MACD cross down, the number 2 of the monthly MACD cross sellers blueprint. The next thing for number 2 is, which as you can see it there, monthly MACD cross number 2 in progress, the 30 to 60% move to the upside. The only thing I did was measure the extreme lows back at January 24th, okay, which is near the 32.9K level. And if you measure it on up, 30% will be at about 43,000. And if it moves as high as 60%, that reaches as high as about $53,000. So I just want to give you guys a quick sneak peek on that. And this little, setup that I have here for the MACD monthly cross. Keep in mind, I don't want this to happen because what happens next is number 3. It fails to make a new high. A new high is at about $67,000. And basically what happens after that is number 4. Okay. So again, I'm long. I don't care, to be quite frank with you, I don't care which one happens. I'm a long-term Bitcoin investor. So if it moves lower, that just gives myself a better entry because I do think Bitcoin is just fine in the long term, whether they ban it in China or, ban it and restrict it, blah, 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 guys. Okay. All right. That's the end of this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Let's wrap things up by simply putting this very simple levels on the chart if you're following Bitcoin. So it's really simple. All right. You're going to have 2 lines, well, 1 line and 1 moving average on your chart. Okay. And that's going to be, you're going to put the 50 exponential on the chart. Okay. Daily candles only, Nothing else. All right. At least for now. Okay. And then the previous level of resistance that we went over, which is 38.7. Okay. 38.7. So that's basically how your chart should look. Keep it simple. Keep your charts crisp and clean. And this is kind of the battle between the buyers and the sellers. The sellers are going to try to keep the price down with a 50 exponential moving average. If they do, then that's fine. Just revert back to the previous level of resistance, 38.7. Okay. So that would be a sign that the buyers are here and they're not backing down, guys. The price will not be able to puncture 38.7. Sorry if I'm always repeating myself. I just know there's one person out there who's probably like me who just needs it repeated over and over and over again. All right. So that's all I have for you, wonderful folks. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Hopefully you understand the two things that we're looking for. Previous level of resistance, 38.7, 50 exponential moving average. And let's see if Bitcoin can get a daily candle close above the 50 exponential for starters to see if we can turn things around here, okay? All right, so that's all I have for you, wonderful folks. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Hopefully this wasn't too long. So if you guys don't mind supporting the channel before you by leaving an appropriate video if you enjoyed the content, and leave a comment so that the YouTube algorithm can promote the video channel. Thank you for your support. If you guys are new, we also explore the traditional stocks throughout the week. You can kindly join us here on this interesting journey, and we'll send that out to you momentarily. Welcome in. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you all for your time. Remember, guys, always have a strategy before you enter. Know where you're going to protect yourself if things don't work out. And yes, of course, dollar cost averaging is preferred if you're new to investing. Simply just like, install some ever so often in the market, just slowly but surely to get yourself in. All right. All right. Remember, keep that positive energy flowing within you. We'll talk soon. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And bye for now, guys.